We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene of... EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Hines. And he slips up past the 35 before being tackled. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. This defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man...
And he'll get into the...
Good first drive.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Toward the left side.
Kyler's already doing his daily Kyler things. Oh, Kyler Murray, his quarterback.
And then if you're going straight, you're just going straight.
Mm-hmm.
So the person going straight has right away above everybody. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then the person going right.
Look at this defense. What kind of pressure
like
are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 2nd and 10. Murray, they'll check this down to Johnson.
He got distracted.
About 5 yards shy of midfield. And Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change...
This is caught inside the 15.
Fucking hoe quick snap me, dude.
And he'll be taken down, but first he gets
I need to focus.
into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for Arizona. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Murray now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. Nice
I'm lagging.
That time, but it's 2nd and goal. They forget about the run to set up the pass.
I think it's his Wi-Fi. It's not mine.
Trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2nd and goal from the 1. Connor diving for the end zone.
I literally just ran it too.
Oh. Go
Pete. Oh well, I'm not impressed with that drive. He got like a big bomb that he didn't really deserve. He just quick hiked me and I was lagging and wouldn't let me get my adjustments out there.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And
he dove at me. I'm trying to throw it away. He's got meander out there.
That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage.
Stop saying that shit in my stream. Delete that.
2nd and 19.
Seriously, it's not funny.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And they get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a crazy jet sweep there.
The Cardinals' 27-yard line. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the puck.
Touchdown, Colts! Terry McLaurin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. McCann's got it teed up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
No. Okay, good for him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
Okay, so
because
ask your
that
parents.
drive
Don't ask me, because you're not getting them done with my money, that's for sure.
By the defense to knock the ball away.
Guys, that shit's expensive for no reason. It's a waste of money is what it is.
Murray a give. This is
okay, let's not be saying that on string. Thank you.
Forward up to about the 29, just
PG-13, thank you.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
God, I wish you'd behave.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right.
Oh, that was a buck. Boy, that was a buck.
Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Colts,
I remember correctly, he doesn't like this play. I dot him up with this play.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds Penny.
Oh my God, that's a big ass dude.
But not before they work it across midfield.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands. And he
fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And this one taken in on the right.
Had to get it over the linebacker, but
it's
tough throw to make. So
the throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence you're.
That's what I told her, and she doesn't listen to me.
In important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
I don't know who the fuck number 33 is, but he had no business making that play.
Down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Good luck. Let me know how that goes.
They'll get about 6 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. And Woods has it complete. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That ain't bad.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 21-7. McCann's got it teed up. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, and route tag wide receivers, man.
You shake things up.
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he'll be brought
drilled
down by the Colts.
Oh my God. I can't believe that worked.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Murray forced out.
Good work, guys.
Down again. Bobby Okereke. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right.
Good sack. Montez Sweat. 3 straight. 3 straight.
Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. .157 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats
Look at that push.
from around the NFL.
Good work, guys.
Larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw here. Seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great?
He's got his target. It's caught.
Let's go, man.
Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And this is caught. It's Brown. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Steps
Good sack.
a yard or two. Taken down
Not good for him.
I'm
actually going to call timeouts. I think I can possibly get this back and be able to really do some damage here.
As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Now Murray off play action.
Nope.
And he'll be corralled out across
Oh, you hate to see it.
down to the 45. They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket on the run.
Nuke got on top of me there. Oh, he didn't get anything though. That's funny. He got nothing. I can't believe he got above me on that. That's crazy.
Visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports
He threw that.
Halftime Report.
He didn't care.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not
such
be
a weirdo.
returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
You know exactly why you're such a weirdo. Sitting there meowing melodies. Over here meowing melodies to yourself.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient.
What is that?
25.
Oh my God. Just mute yourself then. If you think you're getting yelled at for everything. That's ridiculous. Okay, so mute yourself then. Ma'am. If you want to complain about it and say, well, you gotta do it.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll set up a throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he almost
I really tried to hurdle him,
just short, finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. 129 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Touchdown, Colts.
He's hot about that one.
Nyheim Hines, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Uh-oh, I shanked that. I lagged. Oh, no, I didn't. Ooh,
Extra
thank
point
God.
by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McCann's got it teed up. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
Oh, that's into a double team.
Yeah, you just want to prepare there.
Picked off at about the 31. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now,
I can make this field goal.
He's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Back to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
159 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. McCann's got it teed up. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Third quarter action here on Christmas Day.
What's up?
Hope
You just
everyone's
pooping?
having a
That's
blessed
what it sounds
holiday
like.
season. Second and 10 right now.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete.
I don't know why it blitzed the guy that was manned up on Hopkins to instead of sending the guy that was in a zone. It was really odd.
So barely time to catch
Really
up.
annoying, honestly.
Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep him caught.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 14. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the football will take over at the 24-yard
That's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches. And if
And a big
sack.
loss here as he's taken down.
The sack Montez.
Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's caught.
Why was he so
inside the
open?
10. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
If he play actions with us, he's fucked. But I think this might be a run.
They'll
Go back
run
down.
here with Connor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Once again, it's Connor. And he'll take this into
Holding.
the end zone. Now hold on
15
here.
yard
We do
base
have a
mask.
flag
What?
down. So let's see what
what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough
work, guys.
Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Nice.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Damn, that was there too.
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's tough, man. If I just had a little bit more blocking.
You've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. First down, Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Grover Stewart in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, he'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, either way, they were getting the ball back.
Yeah, and it was 4th down. Don't you have to try and take a shot anyway instead of trying to ground it? That didn't work at all.
Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Well, I did say I think this game's either going to be me getting smoked or me losing or me smoking him, and it's smoking him.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
Everything's working well right now. If Baker didn't miss a wide open throw, I mean, we could have had 6 touchdowns passing. This score could be like 56 to 20 right now.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Very well could be.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's
got
all that's
sat
left,
down.
because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But two, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Murray, one final try.
That's
Finds
fine.
his running back, James
Not
Conner.
the end of the world. I'll just let him get that.
Right at
GG's.
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will return home next week to take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire
My
crew
bib feels
operating on,
bruised.
you've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ugh. Let's go, man. That's a good game. Baker Fraudfield with a perfect passer rating, 5 touchdown game with 300 yards passing. Naheem Hines, 9.6 yards average. You fumbled once, which isn't ideal, but Colts-wise, who had the most receiving yards from you? 76, 71, 70, 45. Nobody really, killed them on their own. You just kind of everywhere. People were just dotting them up from everywhere, defensively-wise. I'm doing an update real fast and I'll be on Rogue. Okay, word. Defensively wise, had hella sacks. Montez Sweat with 3, Darius Leonard with 2.5, Bobby Okereke with 1.5, Grover with 1. INT wise, Mark Fields with 1, Wilcox with 1. Just all around a good game from the team there. Gotta love it. And that's against a tough opponent too. He's been having a hard time with this Cardinals team, but he's a tough opponent, so. And a game that we didn't even know if we were going to be able to play. So, feel good about that. Let's keep it moving along. Zachary Thomas gets another. Okay. Chris Wilcox, come on. Give me speed. Give me speed and hit power. Doesn't look like it. That's fine. Cade Mays, Malik Jefferson. I don't really care about any of these upgrades here. Let's see here. 15-0 on the season. I play the Raiders next and then the Jags again. And then we're in the postseason. We saw in the Cardinals momentum and all players on +10 break tackle, play recognition, and tackle for the next game. Entire team earned 2,500 XP. Cool. It's a big time win. Big time win. Feel good about it.
Churchy, that was just a game noisy.
Churchy!
So sorry. I'm very, very sorry. There you go.
Terry McLaurin gets an upgrade here. Come on, give me some speed. Give me some speed. Come on, Terry. Catching traffic, jumping, changing direction. Oh, that's all fine and dandy. Manuel Hall gets an upgrade. Okay, nothing crazy there. Pittman doesn't get anything. Ashton Dolan gets one. If he gets a speed upgrade, he's a pretty easy trade candidate. Nope. Price gets an upgrade. My backup running back. Let's give him an elusive back. If he gets +1 speed, I cry. No, nothing. Alrighty. Baker. Perkins gets an upgrade. We're gonna upgrade a strong arm. Okay. For accuracy mid. Jelani. He gets an upgrade. Absolute goon. He deserves to be better than a freaking normal dev, to be honest with you. Split catch.
Graduation rate from Blue is 59%.
That's not terrible.
Lower than I thought it was.
Yeah. College in general, it's hard for people to typically finish the whole thing. They just get uninterested, or uninterested, I guess is the best way to put it. Yeah, that would be what it is. Slot upgrade there. Brady doesn't get anything. Tony Brown gets an upgrade. Slot ability. He's +1 Excel. We'll take that. Jamerson, Barco doesn't get anything. None of the guys on the D-line get anything. What about Bobby? Jalen Smith gets something. Just give him some speed rusher. He gets a +1 speed, 88 speed now. Good for him. He's gonna be a good, solid backup, and might have to re-sign him now. Zaire Franklin. He's not really somebody that I plan on keeping on the team. But let's upgrade this. Lock shed. Anything else here? Mark Fields gets an upgrade. We're gonna upgrade his hybrid, if it lets me. He's been playing really, really well for a free agent signing. Nothing too crazy there, just some stuff that he really needed. Izzy Johnson gets an upgrade. Give me speed, Izzy. Give me speed. Nothing. Okay, well, I think that's everyone. Looks to be so.